The rising popularity of electric vehicles, EVs, has been hailed as a significant advancement in the fight against climate change and as a means of lessening our reliance on fossil fuels. However, beneath the surface of this ostensibly green revolution lurks a set of complicated and worrisome truths that contradict the narrative of electric vehicles as the ultimate solution to our environmental problems. Despite the fact that electric vehicles, EVs, do offer considerable benefits, particularly in terms of lowering emissions from tailpipes, the broader ramifications of their production, resource extraction, and disposal are revealing a more negative aspect of this transition in technology. One of the most important concerns that are associated with electric vehicles is the influence that their batteries have on the environment. Numerous minerals such as lithium, cobalt, nickel, and manganese are utilized in the production of lithium-ion batteries, which are the engines that power the majority of electric vehicles. The extraction of these minerals would not be considered environmentally benign in any way. Especially when it comes to lithium and cobalt mining, mining operations can result in severe ecological harm. This destruction can take the form of deforestation, water contamination, and soil deterioration. There are many instances in which mining is also responsible for the depletion of local water resources, which can have disastrous repercussions on the communities and ecosystems that are located in the surrounding area. The environmental cost of collecting these basic materials calls into question the idea that electric vehicles are truly green. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. There are major concerns regarding human rights that are related with the production of electric vehicle batteries, in addition to the impact that it has on the environment. Mining for cobalt in particular has been connected to widespread exploitation and abuse, particularly in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, DRC, which supplies more than 60% of the world's cobalt. A number of reports have provided evidence that cobalt mines employ exploitative methods, hazardous working conditions, including the employment of children as laborers. Workers, especially children, are frequently put in dangerous situations without the appropriate safety equipment, which can result in major health problems or even death. The expansion of the electric vehicle market has led to an increase in the demand for cobalt, which has exacerbated the breaches of human rights and brought up ethical concerns over the actual cost of environmentally friendly technology. In addition, the manufacturing process for electric vehicles has a large carbon imprint. The manufacturing process for electric vehicles, particularly for their batteries, is extremely energy intensive. This is despite the fact that electric vehicles themselves emit zero emissions while they are in operation. It is possible that the production of a single lithium-ion battery can release the same amount of carbon dioxide as traveling for several years in a gasoline-powered vehicle. This is due in part to the energy that is necessary to mine, transport, and refine the raw materials, in addition to the energy-intensive manufacturing process that is itself. It is possible that the carbon emissions that are linked with the construction of batteries can cancel out the emission savings that are achieved by driving an electric vehicle in nations where the electrical infrastructure is still highly dependent on fossil fuels. The idea that electric vehicles are intrinsically better for the environment is made more complicated by this fact, which also highlights how important it is to take into account the emissions that these vehicles produce over their entire existence. Another component of the electric vehicle sector that is cause for concern is the geopolitical ramifications that are associated with the supply chain for essential minerals. As the demand for electric vehicles, EVs, has increased, the competition for the resources that are required to manufacture their batteries has also increased. On account of this, geopolitical tensions have escalated, particularly between the United States of America and China, which holds a dominant position in the global supply chain for a significant number of these minerals. Additionally, China is the leader in the refining and production of battery components, in addition to controlling a sizable share of the mining operations that are carried out around the world. As a result of this concentration of power, concerns have been raised over the susceptibility of global supply chains and the possibility of supply interruptions, which might have far-reaching repercussions for both the economy and politics. There are concerns over the long-term viability and safety of the electric vehicle industry due to the fact that it is dependent on a single nation for such an essential component of the production of electric vehicles. An additional obstacle is presented by the disposal of electric vehicle batteries. The problem of how to deal with expired batteries is becoming an increasingly significant issue as the number of electric vehicles on the road continues to increase. Lithium-ion batteries are notoriously difficult to recycle, and the infrastructure that is currently in place to recycle these batteries is significantly inadequate. A significant number of them are disposed of in landfills, where they might release harmful chemicals into the environs. The process of recycling batteries is frequently inefficient and might result in the loss of important materials. This is the case even when the batteries are recycled. The absence of a recycling system that is both comprehensive and efficient for electric vehicle batteries not only creates concerns to the environment, but it also offers a threat to the industry's long-term viability, as the availability of essential minerals is becoming increasingly limited. Concerns have also been raised over the effect that electric vehicles will have on the power system. As the number of electric vehicles continues to rise, the demand for electricity will also continue to rise together. It is possible that this extra demand will put strain on the system and result in higher emissions if fossil fuels are used to fulfill the additional electricity needs in locations where the grid is not sufficiently strong or where renewable energy sources are not yet prominent. A further point to consider is that the possibility of peak demand surges, particularly in the event that a large number of electric vehicles being charged at the same time, might result in grid instability and increase the likelihood of power outages. The fact that this is the case underscores the necessity of making considerable improvements to energy infrastructure and expanding the use of renewable energy sources in order to guarantee that the transition to electric vehicles will not accidentally result in increased emissions or energy insecurity. Last but not least, there is the problem of consumerism, as well as the wider environmental impact that comes with the production of new automobiles. Those who advocate for electric automobiles frequently fail to take into account the fact that the most environmentally friendly automobile is the one that is already manufactured and sold. There is a possibility that the effort to replace gasoline-powered vehicles with electric ones may result in an increase in the manufacture of new automobiles, which would bring with it the environmental costs involved with mining, manufacturing, and transporting these automobiles. The emphasis placed on new technology also runs the risk of maintaining a culture of disposability, in which older automobiles are swiftly discarded in favor of the most recent model, which results in an increase in the amount of trash produced and the amount of resources that are consumed. It is necessary to take into consideration the environmental advantages of electric vehicles, EVs, in conjunction with the broader context of consumption and the requirement to transition towards more sustainable modes of transportation, such as public transportation and active transportation, which have significantly smaller environmental footprints than even the most environmentally friendly electric car. In conclusion, electric vehicles present a potential alternative to conventional automobiles that are fueled by gasoline. Nevertheless, the more ominous realities that surround their production, resource extraction, and disposal indicate serious issues that need to be addressed. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.